It all starts with vision, getting clear on where you're going, getting clear on your North Star, and just meaning that you can just build such a better business that when you wake up in 5 or 10 years, you're like, this is my vision. This is what I wanted to create. G'day team, hope you've been well. Josh here. In today's episode, I want to talk to you about this concept of it all starts with vision. So I've just come off a chat with two amazing clients who are working with us in Boardroom about, they've been running their business for years and years and years. And, one of the first things they said to me was Josh, when we start working with you, we want to work on vision. And I'm like, what do you mean? And we don't have our vision in place. We don't know where we're taking our business. We kind of just started this thing, set it up. It started to get legs. We started to do really well. We started to hire people. We started to, expand into different areas and that sort of stuff. But we've never really had a vision. And it just got me thinking. And I want to make that the basis of today's discussion, which is it all starts with vision. And I want to kind of unpick this a little bit more with you to kind of highlight the importance of why it's so critical that you know where you're going and you have that North Star. Because if you don't, and I want to unpack this completely in today's episode, you just kind of, business is a long journey, and sometimes you can forget where you're going or you start to go off the rails. And unless you have that clear kind of vision of where you're taking things, you can kind of get derailed and wake up one day in 5 years or 10 years and you're like, how did I get here? So, the client story that I just shared before, that's actually quite common. A lot of business owners, people fall into two buckets, which is some people just kind of go, I'm going to start a business and just kind of see how that goes. And I actually don't mind that as an initial strategy and then firming up your vision as you kind of go. And then other people kind of just, they start their business and they spend all of this time procrastinating and strategizing and trying to work out their vision and where they're taking the business when they don't actually have a proven business model yet. So I'm a firm believer of when you start your business and you're getting out there, just get out there and test it, get a couple of clients, build something. And then once you've got something that's proven that you can do, then I'll be building your vision. And then from there, it's really common for people to kind of just not check in with their vision or not understand where they're going. And, as I talked about with these two amazing clients today, everything falls out of your vision and where you're taking your business. And I'm not talking about some 40-page document that goes into everything in the nth degree and detail, but having an idea of what I want to create, what's the end game here? What kind of clients do I want to work with? What's my exit strategy? When I get to retirement age or beforehand, do I want to sell this thing? Do I want to bring on another next generation shareholders through the business? Do I want to pivot into a different market? Would I like us to be working across Oz or across the world? Having a really clear idea of your, I call it in Boardroom, and your North Star. Have that kind of guiding light. Yes, your path is going to meander and things will change and opportunities will come or opportunities will get lost, and you have to kind of, go with things at sometimes. But having that vision and that North Star means that at any point in time, you can always reorientate. You can always go, whew, that was a hectic 2 or 3 couple of months dealing with that problem or getting through that project delivery. Deep breath, time to reset. All right, cool. Vision, North Star, where are we going? All right, let's get things back on track. It's not uncommon for business in the business journey for things to go off track, but what is most important is you have that vision and you can get things back on track really, really quickly. So having that North Star or that vision, everything falls out of that. If you kind of know where you're going, the business you want to build, how many staff, what's that kind of rough structure, where you want to be, it means once you know that, stuff like marketing falls out of that. Stuff like company culture falls out of that. Stuff like who you hire falls out of that. Until you know where you're going, you don't really know the types of people you want to bring into your business. And there's so many different business models within consultancies. You can have top heavy, where you've got people who are quite senior and experienced, they don't need help and support, through to the kind of the triangle model where you've got senior staff to 2 kind of next level people to kind of 4 below that. But what's your company structure based on your vision? Where do you want to take things? And so I think a lot of times business owners are kind of guessing And what I want to highlight in today's episode is if you have a North Star and you're clear on where you're going, you take a guesswork out of a lot of the things and the day-to-day decisions that you have to make in the business. Does this decision take me further towards where I want to go with the business? Or does this decision take me further away? Does saying yes to this bring me closer? Does saying no take me further? Like all those sorts of things. If you're clear on your North Star and where you're taking things and taking the business, it just means that you can make decisions so much more quickly. So, like I said, it all starts with a vision. And I don't need you to go meditate on a rock for a weekend or go sit in a cave or anything like that. But just a regular kind of check-in with yourself. What do I want to be creating? What's the business that I want to look like? What's my exit strategy? That's really important because most business owners don't think about their exit strategy. They think they're invincible. They think that, that's too far in the future when I'm old and all that sort of stuff, but you just don't know what's going to happen. And unless you plan for your exit strategy and put some stuff in place or some stopgaps in place, I just don't want you to be caught short. So thinking about your exit strategy, like I said, next gen shareholding, what's that leader? Do you want to have a leadership team around you? Who are those kind of people that you want to bring around you? And just spend some time once a month connecting back to that vision and making sure that the things that you're doing on a day-to-day basis or a weekly basis or a monthly basis are taking you closer towards that vision. And then once you know that, like I said, everything falls out of that in terms of who you hire, the marketing that you do, the types of clients that you pursue, the geographic location of your business, all those sorts of things fall out of your vision. So I hope you're seeing by now that in what I've just explained to you is that without having that vision or that kind of North Star, you're kind of rudderless in your business because you're making decisions based on kind of nothing. You're making decisions just based on gut feel, or that sort of feels right, or that seems right, or maybe I should put that person on, or that's a good opportunity. Maybe we should say yes to that. And in a year's time, you're like, geez, I wish we didn't say yes to that. Like, can you see how it's just two very different ways of running your business? One's like very ad hoc, very reactive, very like go with the flow kind of thing. Like, let's just go with whatever opportunities pursue themselves and see how this thing turns out. And honestly, most of the times, business owners who run their business like that end up in a really, really stressful job that they've created for themselves because they haven't thought about vision and they're just going with the flow and they haven't stopped to think about where they're going and are the decisions that they're making on a daily basis going to take them further away or closer together. So there's running your business like that. On the flip side, which is what I'm a massive advocate for, is again, just kind of knowing where you're going, having that North Star, having that vision and that clarity of where you're taking your business. And it just means that like you can make decisions quicker. You know that you're moving things towards this broader vision. You're holding that in your mind. This is what I want to create. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, but I want to try something else that's going to move me closer there. It just means that you're running your business so much smarter. You're going to say no. And saying no is a really big thing. Most business owners feel like they've just got to say yes to all these opportunities. But I talk to boardroom all the time about a really smart business is a simple one and a scalable one. It's doing less but better. So saying no to opportunities, saying no to clients that approach you because you're really clear on the types of clients that you want to work with, saying no to staff who don't fit with the future vision of your business. So getting better at saying no is a really core skill, and it comes from knowing where you're going. So if you say yes to everything, it's because you're kind of rudderless. But if you say and get better at saying no more of the time, it means that you're just clear on where you're going. You know what's going to get you there. You can filter out all the nonsensical stuff and the things that aren't going to help you there, and you can just get laser focused on where you're going. So two very different ways of running your business. If you're in camp A, which is the rudderless, please just spend a bit of time working out where you're going, revisiting it every now and then, and just making sure that you're on track to build the business that you want. Look, I think that's enough from me today. I just wanted to kind of jump on and share that. It all starts with vision, getting clear on where you're going, getting clear on your North Star, and just meaning that you can just build such a better business that when you wake up in 5 or 10 years, you're like, this is my vision. This is what I wanted to create. I'm so proud of what I've created because I held that in my mind's eye, or I held that vision for so long and I have created it. as opposed to 10 years time, you're like, what have I done? What have I created? So team, that's my hope for you. Build a vision, connect to it at least every month, just making sure that you're on track, and you will build such an incredible business, I promise you. So look, we have a ton of free resources if you want to keep building your business on your own. The podcast, the website, YouTube channel, all those sorts of things. And definitely go and check them out if you want to keep doing this journey on your own. But if you want some help, building an amazing business and just help shortcutting all the things that you don't need to do, and just someone to tell you a bit of a plan on how to grow, I'd love to have a chat about you joining us in our boardroom coaching program. So if that's you, please reach out, shoot me a text, email, message, whatever, with the word boardroom. Let's just have a chat about how I can help you build your business faster. Have an awesome day.